Chain wallet? Why not? Spike jacket? Sure. Brass knuckles? Whatever.
They were like, we're going to pull your shit in Russia. And it gets like, why the fuck Russia? Like, I don't care.
Why not anywhere else?
Right.
Yeah. All right. In 3, 2, 1. What's going on, Metalheads? Thank you all for tuning into this week's episode of the Metal Forge. My name is Mark Jackson, and I am your today co-host because we have a special somebody here over to my left, actually kind of to the right on the screen. What am I saying? Holy shit, it's been a day. It's been a last few couple of weekends.
To the left on the screen.
No. Whatever.
It's your left.
Jesus Christ. It is. It is. What am I saying? Jesus. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, from the And Now the Band podcast, Tom Robbins, ladies and gentlemen. Probably the longest gap episode between episode of the Metal Forge. Tom, you were here back in October of 2019 on the WCHQ airwaves. We tried to get our other guest tonight, Mr. David Langley from the band StormToker in Lexington, Kentucky. Holy shit, dude. This has been a long time coming, and we still didn't fucking do it in person.
Well, see, my financial advisors told me that y'all weren't offering up enough fucking free booze and hookers and stuff, so.
Yeah, I couldn't meet the rider. That's really what it is. I mean...
Yeah, I'm a needy bitch.
I mean, the thing about it is, the cool thing is, you know, I was able to get the label guy here at least.
I'm not shit.
I was like, he doesn't know when our record's coming in either, man.
Right. He's just there pushing the social media for him.
I'm gonna have to fight a fucking pirate,
dude. We should go fight pirates. Why'd you go fight pirates? Well, we had to find the StormToker record.
And everybody else.
Hey, that's a good idea, Tom. You know, that could actually get, you know, in the world and then the day of content. That's content right there. You do a series of music videos over that. Fuck, man.
Hey, might be album number 5.
Make $1 million fucking dollars right now. You'd be calling the shots.
Think of all the cocaine and hookers you could get with that $1 million.
Well, I haven't made $10 yet, so we'll get there.
I mean,
we'll get there.
Making $10?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's hard. I mean, what's that? I didn't know how I did it. I just did it. It was hard. You know, that's exactly what this is. You know, music is hard, kids. Get into it when you can and fucking just ride the fucking storm.
Do the
Toker.
Best. You get into it because you love it. Not
I'll say there's no $1 million ideas when you look like I do.
I don't know, dude. So, like, I'm gonna be legit here. Like, I've always thought you've shared a likeness to the Undertaker.
I mean, I've gotten that a lot over the years, actually.
Yeah.
Do you see can you roll your eyes back and do that?
A few more beers, maybe.
No, I don't know what I don't know if it's like the same eye shape or whatever, but
I've gotten it all over the years, but I always just assumed because I was, you know, a white kid with long hair at an urban school. But, you know, no, I've gotten that comparison quite a bit over them.
I mean, dude, you are a Titans fan. I'm gonna say you're a Titans fan, and dude did live in fucking Nashville for a long time.
Tighten up, bitch.
Well,
I mean,
I know. I think Sheamus and Drew McIntyre live down there now. They're always at the games and stuff.
Oh, there's a ton of people. There's a ton of them that live in between Nashville and Tampa.
Yeah, well, and they're fans while they're there. I don't know how many places they carry the Titans fandom around.
Right.
I think I'm the only idiot that carries it everywhere.
No, there's like 3 of you.
No, there's like 3. I mean, for sure. So, dude, it's been a minute. So, what's been going on? How's StormToker doing? What's coming up? What do you tell everybody about StormToker, because I think most people, you do have a pretty big following and everything that I see online, and you play tours and some awesome shows and shit. So tell everybody.
Yeah, man. So like last weekend, we just did a 3-day run through Ohio that went exceptionally well. With our buddies from Akron named Flock of Moons. Fucking love those dudes to death, and we'll do fucking anything with them just because it's gonna be a goddamn good time. We did the Columbus Doomsday Fest with the likes of Wee Demon and She and Moon Temple and fuck, now we'll blank on Lore. Lore's the one that put it together, and they're fucking awesome dudes as well. But that entire fucking event went off really fucking well.
Nice.
We released our 5th record back in December, so we've been kind of pushing that. Our first album with Travis on the keys and saxophone. Took a few years to get that out, but now that we got it out, we can start trying to focus on the new stuff. Just depends on, everybody getting together to actually practice and write.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's been more of a struggle the last 6 months to a year than it usually is, but I have no doubts we'll get back on track with that once we're highly motivated to get back to recording for sure. So, but then let's say our next thing coming up here is in a couple weeks here at Al's with the Almighty Holy Roller from Durham, North Carolina. Not 100% sure where
Durham, but they're definitely from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Adam Cody, their vocalist, used to do vocals for Wretched.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah, it's
fucking world.
Yeah, let's say it's a big gap there. But so yeah, in Stark City in North Carolina, there's like 5 of them. If you're gonna be from somewhere out there, doing that at Al's.
Yeah, it's like
Asheville,
Raleigh, Durham, fucking Wilmington. Wilmington has some pretty cool fucking bands out there. Children of the Reptile.
So there used to be a band out of Wilmington, Pandora's Lunchbox. That I fucking loved.
Oh, look, Diana's making an appearance in Tom's lap.
Isn't that the area where with him? ASG and Weed Eater's from too?
Huh?
Isn't that the area that ASG and Weed Eater's from?
Weed Eater. I don't know about ASD.
I'm not sure.
ASG.
So Tom, like so what's been going on with you over the last, you've put out a show, you've been doing a lot of shit. Like you've got a lot of shows. I think you've got more in like half the time or a third of the time of what I've been putting out over the last few years.
When did you start?
January 3rd, 2019.
Okay. I think my first episode came out December 24th, 2023.
Okay. And I know I was on like episode like 78 or something.
Yeah.
So like, but no, you put out a lot of episodes. So give everybody a rundown of what And Now the Band is.
What is And Now the Band? And Now the Band is just me being a nerd and talking to other people who are into music.
Yeah. Like, because that's all that it is.
Essentially. Yeah.
And I mean, dude, that's where I got. So where I got into this is I emailed the radio station and I'd been on there as a guest with Overload before. Okay. So I was just like, I wonder if they want to do a metal show or something. Like maybe I could hit them up and see what's up. Well, the person who was doing the metal show had just quit like a month or so prior. So, Destiny, can't avoid it. That's for me, And I mean, here we go. And swooped in, took the job, and there it is. And here I've been ever since. Just switch up the idea along the way and refresh and redo.
I think that's a big part of it too, is right. You got to keep things like interesting for you, right? Because it gets fucking so monotonous. Like,
yeah. And I mean, and I relate to that too. Like I'm sure Dave, you do as well in the band, switching things up and not like you all have went from just a completely like evil fucking 3-piece fucking sludge doom fucking like monstrosity to now having sax and keys and being, you know, more members and other things going on and doing, you know, a completely almost new way of doing a doom band.
Well, so like what's funny with that, and it's kind of what gets us in a kind of an in-between space with the genres and stuff, is like I do love the doom genre, and we do like have our roots in the doom genre, and yeah, there are certain songs that we lean really heavy into that. But StormToker as an operation and a process was always kind of more on the like, just from a brainwave sense, like we were more trying to be rock and roll. It just came out heavy as fuck because we always just been heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, what
we
is
get
doom, right? Doom is just slowed down rock and roll.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, and you know, and yes, because Motorhead, look at Motorhead, for example. She is not going to get enough of you, man.
I know.
Making me jealous.
And Dave, you know, because we're tattoo brothers, and that was what even Lemmy said. It was about, we were just a rock and roll band, and he goes, here I am 30 years later on that metal show. And it's like, well, yeah, because, you know, the way he did it, it just came out that way.
Well, and I think, you know, like music overall, when you get into the heavy music, right? What at the end of the day, we all love rock and roll,
mm-hmm.
You know, and if we look at, let's say, I'm sorry.
That's why I said if you wanted to shut the door, you could. We're not going to be bothered, he said.
No, we're totally fine. But like, so like, let's look at AC/DC, right? AC/DC, what 50 whatever years they've been going, they write the same album, the same song over and over and over again, and they have fucking perfected the rock and roll song.
They perfected the AC/DC song. Now, let me explain. So, we all three just recently went to the Corrosion Clutch show.
God, I fucking love Corrosion so
and
much.
You know, so in also here recently, Gibson released the Pepper Keenan interview. All right. And he talks about the riffs and stuff that he has written, and he's doing playthroughs of riffs. And he takes the riff for Clean My Wounds. And he's like, this is a lesson in restraint. He said he listened, he's like a band like Thin Lizzy, because obviously it's pretty much the same noting as Jailbreak.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how listening to Sweet Home Alabama, the whole song is the exact same chords the entire way through. And, you know, another one is Mary Jane's Last Dance is the same way. It's all the same chords the whole way through. And so that's what Clean My Wounds is. It is the exact same chords the entire way through the song. They're just the syncopation changes between the verse and the chorus. And it's all rock and roll, you know? So perfecting the song, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there's so many ways to go about it, but we look at, you know, if we look at AC/DC, I mean, I know AC/DC gets shit on probably the most because it is literally the same album over and over and over again, but it's not bad. You know what I mean? Like, you know what you're getting. It's consistent. Motorhead, same way, right? But they, like, the difference with Motorhead is they changed it up.
Sure. Well, I think, you know, and, you know, that's what's interesting in Dave, with having a lineup that's been pretty well stagnant for the longest time of you, Donte and Anthony. I was about to say Andrew because I'm looking at Dave, and I'm Anthony, and then adding to. So you've got like the different eras of. So it's like this is the era of just this, you know, like the like Killdozer.
Well, and then even then, like if you follow my history long enough, me and Anthony were in Theories of the Apocalypse together too.
Yep.
So, and that was
I
when
still
guitars,
have that
you know.
shirt.
So
It is in my closet right now. It doesn't fit me, but I still have it. Just like the first ever
I
concert
say I
keyboard.
just wore that. I just wore that shirt for Columbus Doomsday, so it still gets some mileage out of me too. So
Hell yeah. Now see that, speaking of cool fucking merch, that shirt was the fucking one of the coolest ones ever because they did like 3 or 4 different color prints of it. Because there was a
well,
purple one of the
we
dragon.
floated that. Yeah, we floated that, but it only ended up ever getting printed as one.
Did it?
Yeah, there was a so like as soon as Theory started figuring out how to be a band, we pretty much broke up.
Ah,
So it was like one of those things. We got the merch, we got the first album out, we started traveling, and for whatever reason, certain members just wasn't down with all the extra shit we were now doing. Never was like a big socialite anyway, so they, once it got like super social, we were just going all these places with strangers. He wasn't as comfortable anymore, and it's all good. All's well that is well. I did pretty much only had I think it was like a 400-day break between the bands playing shows, and I've been playing shows since I was like 16. So out of
sure.
yeah, I mean to be doing it this long and have just like about a year and 2 or 3 months that I didn't get to fucking perform live, I'm infinitely grateful and lucky because who knows otherwise where I'd ended up. But
Well, so you guys just played Columbus Doomsday. Let me ask you this: you've got something on the horizon coming up with the Sixes.
yeah, all 666 of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we got Holler of Doom, the 6th year
Yeah.
in good old London, Kentucky. I too dumb to quit. It's a
That's really
definitely
it,
an
isn't it?
exercise. It's an exercise in love and patience for fucking sure, man. Because right now I'm dealing with one of the bands breaking up. I'm dealing with 2 or 3 of the bands wanting to switch their schedule around after all the promo materials are out. So all that good happy shit. But
Nice.
is what it is. You deal with it. But
I don't deal with it because I
fucking
can't deal with that shit.
Yeah.
hey,
So like Dave, I totally get what you're going through, man. Like scheduling
yeah.
bands, getting bands telling you, yeah, we'll do it, and then making the announcement and then being like, yo, dude, I didn't say we would. I'm like, I've got receipts, motherfucker.
Right.
And then you got to fucking retract shit. And oh my gosh, fucking dealing with a
Which
venue and that stuff is hard.
I've been real lucky over the years not to have too much go wrong with that stuff. And like even now this year, it's like the one band breaking up. I've never had that happen, so that's cool. Like I'll take that one time in 6 years somebody broke up, whatever. Because I don't want to see anybody break up. We need bands. We need good bands at that. But like I said, the scheduling stuff. It's like I've had a tiff here and there where somebody was like, well, what the fuck? We're scheduled at 5 o'clock on Friday or 5 o'clock on Saturday. You said something about a night spot, and I was like, man, the schedule's been out since February. It's May. If you had a problem with it, you had 4 months to figure
Yeah,
that out.
yeah. And
But shit happens. You're dealing with 24 bands. It's bound to give you a little drama to deal with. Which I mean, not even drama. It's just it is what it is. We'll get it situated. And once I'm down there in the field having a goddamn good time,
lightning
ain't none of
just
it gonna
struck
matter
my head. I
anyways.
know who the band is now.
Oh, yeah.
Lightning just struck my head. It's like, oh, dealing with the band breaking up. And then I saw a band breakup post earlier today, and it's like, I wonder if that's who it was.
They were my
I
Friday
mean,
night headliner, so because they're
Oh
from the
god
area,
damn.
that was what
they're from the
Kiara,
area,
right?
and they do real well.
Yeah.
Huh?
Kiarn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean, shit, man, shit happens. Like those
Absolutely. Yeah,
dudes.
it does. I mean, people gonna people, and
Well, bands come and go so fucking much, dude.
yeah,
Especially
and
at these
and
levels.
they've had a pretty good run. They've been around for a bit. And, and from what I read on it, it was the thing of, it's more of a to be continued kind of thing under a new
Yeah.
name and with some member changes and stuff. So I mean, hey, that's what it's all about. Sometimes that's what you got to do.
Well, and at the end of the day, I don't care what the circumstances are. If I love everybody involved, I want everybody to fucking keep making music and doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, for sure.
it's such a different group now than when I got into it. And obviously that happens. That's just a fact of life, you know? But like, it still like baffles me because you keep up with those people and you're just like, man, it'd be so cool if you were still fucking doing the thing because of how cool it was then. And I
Yeah.
know how cool the shit I am doing is now, like, yeah, it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but like, I know that it's different and it's evolved from where I started. And like I said, I have one of those hearts where it's just like, man, I want everybody just to fucking be able to play and flourish in the way they can. Because not everybody can flourish the same way either. No
Right.
two paths are the same.
Well, dude, no,
No
that's
two
it,
sets of
right?
opportunities are the same.
Like I think that's a really important part is like a band is it's so special because it is the electricity that those two or three or four or five people
Yeah.
create together. And I don't care how many times you try, you can recreate a sound similar to it, but you'll never create the electricity or the magic
Yeah,
with
it'll never
those
be the
people.
same band again
Right.
because people don't play things the same way. Yeah, you can play the noting the same way, but you're gonna have a different feel on whatever it is. Somebody's gonna play drums differently to something,
It's the
even if you're
concept of
playing
this.
everything the same as the other person did.
It ain't no different than a fucking chili cook-off.
Yeah.
If
We should
a
do
hundred
that
motherfuckers can show up with the same dish and it all tastes
That's a
different.
good idea. And now the band and the Metal Forge co-host Chili Cook-Off.
A
At
chili
Holler
cook-off
Boom.
battle of the bands.
Yeah, each band that enters has to bring chili that
Yes.
is edible.
Edible chili.
Edible chili.
Yeah.
And you get like
Oh man.
10 bands.
10 chilies. Ooh, can we have we need to have waffles with it.
Ooh.
Have you guys ever had chili and waffles?
I have not.
David?
Not been a go-to for me. Not been a go-to for me.
That sounds interesting.
So the Oddfellows.
I don't hate either.
Chili and rice is really good.
So the Oddfellows every year do a chili and waffle cook-off.
Sure.
And it's oh God, I gotta think. If they do it this year, it'll be the 9th annual 72nd annual Maury Phillips chili waffle cook-off.
The 9th annual, 72nd annual?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's awesome.
How ridiculous.
Now that's at the one is Lorraine Lodge is okay.
Yeah,
So where
4th and Lee.
Yeah, where we have some other mutual friends that are members there as well. Like friend of the show, Jet Piston from Rifle.
Yeah.
I wish they could get back together and do another show, but they're all kind of doing their own separate things right now.
Thing right now.
Yeah, we played with them. We played with them towards the end of Phoenix Hill with Theories. It was one of your shows.
I booked that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That was my show.
I love loading upstairs is all I'm gonna say. But
dude, okay, so that venue, despite its many flaws, had just as many perks that could fucking do it too. But that staircase, no matter which way you came in, fucking sucked. Now they did have a ramp if you went through the kitchen, but it was at like a fucking 45-degree angle. So
that was the old days with Theories of the Apocalypse, and our stuff was not nearly as heavy as it is now. So that's probably the only thing to save me. StormToker would have got to the fucking bottom of the stairs and said no.
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, going back then, like if I could have changed something about it, I think I would have made the transition to the Saturdays a lot sooner. And then instead of just doing the Fridays are good, but the special event Saturdays really, really did well for a lot of bands. And
That was
and
the
and,
only
and
time
you
I
know,
got to
and we're
play
talking
PS4.
shows like 10, 12 fucking years ago now.
Right.
And what's so fucking weird about it is how life is kind of cyclical. Here we are again, almost the same fucking kind of economy that we had then, you know, around fucking 2013, 2014. You know, gas was fucking still like fucking like $3.80, $4 a gallon there for a couple of years.
Yeah, I don't really remember. I remember the only thing I remember is like bitching about the price of gas and seeing quarterly reports from the fucking oil companies saying record profits.
Yeah.
Like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And
And
you know,
The Titans were terrible then too.
yeah.
Titans were awful, but
Aren't they all? No, oh, I'm kidding.
we
So
had a good 5 or 6 year run in my adulthood. It was a good, glorious time. No
Listen,
Super Bowls, but
I
we
was
tried.
I had a buddy that played on the Titans.
yeah.
You might know him, David. Frank Wycheck.
Well, I mean, yeah. How would you not know Frank Wycheck if you're a red-blooded Titans fan?
Yeah, his fucking I met him through his
Rest in
wife.
peace.
Yeah, no, he passed away. He was what, 52, I think.
Yeah, wasn't a hard thing. I recall.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, best
dude,
tight
he
end in
was
Titans history. So
such a nice dude, and his wife was super, super rad.
Yeah.
Man, she was hot too.
well, I mean, as football players tend to land them.
Tend to marry up. So dude, what do you all have outside? Well, outside of Holler coming up, and you know, actually, you know, when Overload played the other version of the
Mountains
show,
of Metal.
Mountains of
Yeah.
Metal, yeah, that was our first show with the in-ear system. And that was such a fucking wild fucking moment to just go from playing shows like loud in the room to like right here and just like, holy shit.
How did that change work for you?
Oh my gosh. So honestly, I feel like because of like hearing the metronome and stuff and being able to hear everything, I feel like I've become a better player.
Right on.
Like I feel like I've become better to not have to rely on checking everything that I'm doing. I'm able to just feel it more.
Yeah.
And that's where it changed for me. It's like opening your eyes and seeing color the first time is the only way I can explain it. It's like that moment when Dorothy walks through the door in Oz. And it's just like, oh shit, that's what this is supposed to sound like. It's like,
That's
okay.
that's
I
pretty
guess that's
dope.
like for me too, though, like, you know, being behind a drum kit versus being in front of a drum kit, if you can play drums at all, you know, the way the different sound is from here to there is just a phenomenal thing.
Yeah,
Play
I've
good
never
down.
once even tried it. Never once even tried it. But
We got to make that happen for you.
You're gonna
dude,
be a
but my
drummer, man.
experience, but my experience with it, and this is just like me being in a band and watching other bands that have them, is like no sound guy that ever fucking knows what they're doing with them. Like I don't know, it feels like it a lot of times. Like at least
Yeah.
on the local level, there's always like there's a getting to figuring it out process that, you know, and we have rock and roll time on these shows for sure a lot of times, but if I can rule out anything as like a possible fuck up, I like to do that. But now we have a keyboard player with a saxophone. It's got like wireless mics and fucking the laptop and the whole nine. So you encounter more of that than you ever did as a three piece. But you know, you try to be patient because shit happens and there's a lot more going on with his rig than ours. But now the in-ear monitor thing is more or less just from seeing so many other bands like have their struggles with it, like on a local, more regional local level.
Sure.
Because hell, we have too many vocalists. Apparently, about 4 times in the past 2 or 3 months, I've had to fucking share a microphone with Anthony at venues that I never had to before. So like, But it happened to us at Al's, it happened to us at Magbar, it happened to us at Cave City, and it happened to us at the first date on the Ohio run we just did. So I've had to share a microphone like four shows in the last 2 or 3 months, and I can count on one hand how many times I had to do it the first 7 years. So shit happens, man.
That's
But
wild.
now, like I said, it's just every in-ear band I've encountered. Not everyone. I mean, that's good. That's a little bit of a disservice, but a lot of them, man, it's just it ends up not being a quick setup, and
Yeah.
we take pride. We take pride in that part. I love being able to get up and get off. And if it's just a fucking factor that the sound cuz is gonna fucking be like all confused about, because I guess they're now confused that we have 4 vocalists, even though we've been a band for 800,000 years already.
That's the next EP title. StormToker, proud to get up and get off.
So, I want to fight the pirates.
They're fucking.
It's
Holding
the
his
silhouette.
bong cock
It's the silhouette of the guy on the side of the bed.
with a bong cock. Yeah.
Yeah. And a big old wet spot.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Premature bong water.
Ooh. Yeah. So what do we got going on for the rest of 26? What's StormToker doing show wise? What do you got? Do you have an album coming out anytime soon?
No, we did that back in December, so we're just a few months after the release. And then
what about the physicals?
We gotta, oh well, who the fuck knows, man? Like I said, I gotta go fight some pirates.
I second that emotion. Like,
yeah,
fuck you, Mark.
Yeah, like shit'll pop up.
Sorry, I had to.
We were told. We were told originally September. So do with that information what you will whenever this comes out.
Did you say October?
Yep.
October, a month that ends in Y, unless it ends in R. Who knows? But now we're doing a 3-day run with Crop in June to get up to the Maryland Nights of Doom Festival.
You guys play in North Carolina, right?
Yeah, so we're going to do one day in West Virginia at a place that we usually played at. Middle of winter still. It was during one of the bad icy spells, and we got out of our driveway to do it. We actually had to cancel a show the night before because we couldn't get our fucking van unstuck for hours. So that was fun. But we're going to play West Virginia, and then, we're going to play North Carolina with Doomsday Prophet. There you go.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
And,
awesome band.
And then there's a trillion fucking bands on Nights of Doom. Go look that fucking flyer up because I have my own festival to worry about lineup wise. I've tried to keep up with who's on that thing.
Definitely, we'll definitely put a link to it in the comments.
Yeah,
or in the,
but that fest is coming up. And then beyond that, man, just trying to fucking get back to writing a little bit and maybe getting some songs we ain't played live in a while. Because we're like one of the weird bands that's our number one song on Spotify for the most part. We haven't played live in like 2 years. So
sure.
Would like to get back to I'd like to get Lord Concrete and the Mother Tree back in the set. We've talked about that, but beyond that, man, it's just getting through this Holler Doom 666, getting up there for that festival because it'll be our first time in Maryland. We haven't done the Maryland Doom Fest proper, so I'm glad they kept it going in some capacity.
Sure.
Let's
in
talk about
year.
this real quick. Some of the fucking bands on there: Wolftooth, Vanishing Kids, Foghound, Crop. Sorry, Kat. I didn't bring glasses, but I'm trying to read this shit.
Diana, get out.
Nah, she's fine. Moonsinger, Our Friends in Ooga Booga.
Yeah.
Clam Fight, Sun Voyager, Locust Point, End of Age, Thunderbird Divine, Black Manta, Bog Wizard, Faith and Jane. I almost said Faith and
They're
Jane.
super awesome. We played a show with them in Lexington. They're rad.
Right on. Black Knight, Tommy Stewart's Direwolf. What was that?
Oh, it was this stand falling off the door.
Damn it. And then Lie Heavy, They're fucking good. Baracho, Stone Nomads, Curse the Sun, Bloodshot. I don't know who StormToker is, but I hear they're pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, they're mid.
Made it best.
Hovel, Mourn the Light, Thunder Horse,
More than the Light's pretty good.
Colvera, Born of Plagues.
Really good.
Dreadstar, Professor Emeritus, Strange Highways, Grave Diggers, Biscuits. I love biscuits. Grave Next Door.
Over here, we call them cookies.
Double Planet, Bleak Shore, and Burn the Martyr.
And I think the Obsessed are added on Sunday night,
Oh, no shit.
Okay.
if I remember correctly. They put out a lot of different flyers and a lot of different promo things. So, but I'm pretty 99% sure with the Obsessed added on the Sunday.
You are correct. I see it right here.
I remember some things, not a lot of things, but I remember some things.
Yeah, me neither.
It's not a strong suit.
Right. Tom, what do you
Wait.
have going on for some stuff in 26?
I'm just working my ass off this year.
Yeah.
I feel like that's all I'm doing.
Yeah. But I
Um,
mean, who do you have lined up? Do you have anybody lined up that you want to talk about?
No.
Oh my gosh. Come on, man.
No, but so what I'm trying to, I told you earlier I was working on doing some new things.
Sure.
So
So
it's-
we even said here you got to keep it interesting.
Yeah, so I want to one of the things that I'm working on is doing some what's in the bag content with some of the touring bands. So I think I'm gonna have Insight, which is Richie Cavalera's band.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming through with Violence and
Insight's
Death.
really fucking good.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna do some
Well,
shit.
that entire lineup's sick.
Yeah, it's fucking great, dude.
Dude, and fucking Violence and everything. Nick Sousa's in that band from Hatred.
Yeah,
And with fucking Killian and them back together. Yeah. That's
yeah.
that most recent EP that they put out before, Nick was in was pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
I
that was
liked it.
that was demo, right? Like that.
Yeah, that was with Demmel.
Yep. And then I think, no promises, but I think I'm doing something with Death Angel also.
Cool. On the Act 3 tour.
Yeah. I've been chatting with Will Carroll a bit about it.
Cool.
And something you guys might not know this, like I've been a Death Angel fan since the fucking 80s, dude. Like,
They're so fucking good live, man.
I
Dude,
know.
fucking Ultraviolence, man.
Dude,
They're one of the tightest bands.
we
Like you'll see them on. Sorry,
Are you
I was
coming?
just seeing them on bills with like fucking Testament and Overkill and shit, and it's all these like super tight thrash bands, and they're just like another level of tight.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
those bands tight.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
fucking
man. Like,
Death Angel's just like so flawless it doesn't even make sense when you see him live.
Dude,
I love that
they
band.
are fucking ridiculous. And we flew out 2013. We flew out to fucking California because that's where my wife's from.
sure.
She's like, let's go see some of my friends. All right, cool. Well, big Battlecross fans, like they're friends of ours. Well, Battlecross was doing that fucking tour with Death Angel. While we were there, they were playing one of the nights at the Whiskey. So we went, which was rad as shit. And I hung out and talked to Ted for a bit, but quite frankly, I was drinking vodka on the rocks, and I don't remember a lot of that night.
Oh, dude, that
sounds like
bar
vodka.
is. What's that, Dave?
I just said that sounds like vodka.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vodka gets you in some fucking trouble. Dude, no, that bar though is so interesting. And when you go in and you've got like the booths on the side there.
Well,
And then
especially
the corner stage.
being from out here, you're thinking like, oh, it's the Whiskey. It's going to be fucking huge. And you walk in, it's not huge at all.
No. But I mean, for the amount of people that they can get in there,
Oh, yeah.
it's fucking insane. Because there's their cap's like 450 people.
Right.
It is in fucking insane. And to watch like a fucking herd of fucking people just as soon as you hit a fucking note on the stage, fucking all just fucking turn their fucking heads and get right into the fucking mix is beyond fucking belief.
Yeah.
And, you know, fucking just coming down the fucking, they've got this like where the third floor is where the dressing rooms and shit are, the offices for the place and the dressing room and shit. So when you come down, you have to get down to the second floor, and then there's a catwalk that runs down. Like if you remember the Thunderdome, how that had that catwalk that went like right onto the fucking corner stage down there. They have the same fucking thing, and it's just like so fucking weird because the stairs are just like this fucking wide, and you got to carry your fucking instrument too.
Yeah, you're like, well,
and you're just like this, trying not to fucking fall down this metal staircase. It's like, what the fuck?
So let me ask you guys this. Like, and let's start with you, Dave. What's been your favorite venue to play, or the venue that you always wanted to play? Like growing up that you never thought you would, that you have played?
So, as far as, so like that's a weird one because I would say that like my favorite place I ever played at, and the same kind of vein of the other part of that question where, you know, that I wanted to, it's like I want to play there fucking again. I played Headliners in 2010 with the old band, Theories of the Apocalypse, opening up for Nile, Immolation, Crizzy and Dreaming Dead, and Rose Funeral. Sick ass fucking bill, maybe with the exception of Rose Funeral. I think they got in trouble like 2 or 3 weeks later for fighting some people in the crowd for playing Uno on the stage while they were on. Yeah, like that was a new story.
Wow.
But
I mean, well, you know, if it was carried on Metal Injection or Metal Sucks, it's not, you can't find it anymore. That shit got deleted.
Yeah, what the fuck? Dude?
Fucking Sony coming in, fucking closing all their metal shit down like that. Their fucking metal publications.
Oh, so I didn't even hear about it. So Metal Sucks does not exist? Metal Sucks doesn't exist now?
No, they just Metal Injection was it?
It was Metal Injection and Metal Sucks got shut down.
How long ago was that?
Like last week.
Yeah, like 3 days ago or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, one of my friends on Facebook, he wrote some articles about some people here actually in town, and he posted on there, "Hey everybody, after 13 years, I'm no longer with them." And then said that he was getting ready to do a podcast to tell everybody what happened. So,
damn.
Basically, they just got notified and said, "See you." That's it.
Yeah, I think they did it by like email or something ridiculous.
Well, I mean, they're all remote jobs anyway.
Yeah, but
so,
dude,
I mean,
come the fuck
Sony's on. Fucking. Yeah, they don't have an office to report to, I don't think.
Nah.
I mean, just unless you're working it like in the print verse.
Yeah,
but to follow up,
still bullshit. Bullshit though.
But to follow up on what we were talking about with the venues and stuff, like Headliners is a big one, man. I played there once. I did that one show there. It was packed to all the fucking shit. And I've not been back there in 16, 17 years or whatever it's been now. So I fucking
they're doing fucking metal shows again. Like I know they quit doing them for a while.
Yeah.
I remember there was a DSI show I went to.
Are they still doing shows? I mean,
Headliners?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, the next show that I know about there is Whitechapel, Entheos, and Tracheotomy are there on my birthday.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, like, what's cool about like
Entheos?
Yeah. So, well, Tracheotomy is now.
Oh, okay.
I think one of those dudes lives in Nashville now, and then Whitechapel's Knoxville.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that's where they were. Hell yeah.
Well, being on this level though, like as far as like any like new venues and stuff, like I don't know, like I've played some of the bigger halls, like around Lexington and Louisville, and it just depends on the experience that you have at the time. So like there's no like big aspiration for like a bigger hall necessarily. But like any of the fucking venues you see just on everybody else's posters. So like back when I played the original Buzz Bin, when it was the OG spot in Canton, like every tour of every buddy of ours that we ever knew went through there, and finally getting to play there felt like, oh shit, you're doing something. You know, hell, like I said, not even the venue, but going to go to Maryland to play one of the festivals up there, knowing that, you know, that was such a benchmark spot for the genre. And I mean, what's cool now is like I think in Kentucky, between shit like Legalize and Holler Doom, and you know, like I'll even extend it like with Columbus Doomsday and Asheville Doomed and Stoned and stuff like that. Like you're starting to get a very established basis here where people are looking at us the same way, where they want to come here to be a part of those events. Like when
Oh,
I posted that thing
100%.
about
But
Yarn earlier.
I think a large part of that is the talent in the region,
Sure.
right?
No,
Like,
it is.
like
Totally.
we have some of the best bands that we've ever fucking had, right? You know, that are happening right now.
Yeah, and
it's
Eastern Kentucky, Appalachia, fucking Appalachian Doom, man. Like going all the way down into like North Carolina and stuff.
Yeah.
North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia. Well, and just like that whole area is putting out some really awesome shit. And that's the other thing too, is you know, it does extend down into like, you know, Georgia and stuff. You know, there's some like Savannah and everything, because you can't leave out bands like Black Tusk and
Right.
stuff like that, because they're in that scene too, you know.
Well,
They were
Yeah.
hitting up all those that same track, you know.
yeah, it's like it's all part of this region, you know. The
Mhm.
fucking the bands are, the talent is spectacular, and you know, outside of the talent, like seeing the people that are actually coming to the shows,
Yeah.
and supporting the music, I think, you know, that is such a key thing, because we've all been to the shows where it's like, oh dude, I'm playing to the bartender.
Yeah. And those
Well,
shows
and
suck, but
and I'll say this, like if you're playing to a room full, like I mean not a room full, but you got like 30 or 40 of like the same olds there, that can get tiresome.
yes.
I mean, everybody wants to play for 30 or 40, but like, you know, if it's the same motherfuckers all the fucking time. So when you're able to like put
He
on
doesn't like
something,
seeing me. That's what he's fucking saying.
I think
All
that's what
right.
he just
well,
said.
no, but
He just
there
said,
is,
guys, I don't want you coming to my next show.
hey, I mean, I love my same olds. I just love my new ones too. No, but like I said, when you put together stuff and people show up to Kentucky from like 5 or 6 different states, and sometimes it's just a fucking show. It's not even a festival. It's not whatever. It's like I've had shows in Lexington where like we had fucking 100 people, and 65 of them were from out of the city, and you know you got like fucking 15 to 20 from out of state, and it's like,
Yeah.
wow, you know, like what the, you know, what the fuck, shit that just wasn't happening back in the day. And I know, like, you know, we like to bitch about the social media thing and the internet and whatever, but it works in conjunction with your word of mouth. And when
It
you're
really,
actually hitting
well,
the
it is the
pavement,
new word of
you're
mouth.
It really
motivated.
is.
I
when
mean,
you're
it really
motivated,
is.
but
But
when you're
dude,
motivated and you're like pushing the shit and you're bringing stuff to the area and you're doing what I've done with Holler and what Braun's been doing with Legalized and like even like Magbar Music Fest, even though they won't book StormToker, knock knock, hey cough cough, let me on the fucking bill.
hey,
But
hey. I mean, they do sponsor the Metal Forge. Maybe maybe you needed to be on here. I don't know.
now, I mean, clearly
I don't
I'm
know.
expecting it.
No, because they haven't booked Overload either, or Ice House. So
See, there you go. Yeah, now you're just full of shit, Mark.
I mean, I ain't got no pull, man. The only pull I
Nah,
got is in my pants.
I was gonna say.
but but the beauty of it is just that we have that many things. I mean, hell, I'm bitching about something that we haven't played. You know, that's a good problem to have in your area. You know, it's like,
Dude, it's a good problem to have anywhere, and it's like,
yeah,
it's kind of the first world problems, right? Like, fuck, I don't want to keep seeing the same faces, but
Sure.
I think,
well,
flip side of that, dude, like as a band, you want to see the same faces. Like it ends up being, you
a
know,
family.
absolutely.
It's
You know,
metal
you
family.
talk
You
to all
know,
these
all right,
fucking
so
bands that are out there touring, you know, consistently, and that one of their favorite things is seeing the friends that they made the last time they were in town,
Sure.
or
So,
the times they've come
so
through.
I was talking more on your immediate home front. Immediate home front. You're glad to have those 30, 40 all the time. I'm not saying that you're,
I know what you mean, Dave.
David's
you
shitting
know,
on everyone. Don't come to my show unless you don't never been to
Unless you're driving 6 fucking hours.
yeah.
To expand on that, you mentioned a minute ago, and this kind of leads into what you were saying as well, about people coming from other outside of the city, people coming from another state. So what is 2 questions? One is, what is the farthest that somebody has told you they have driven to see you? And for 2, how did that make you feel?
Well, this wasn't driven. This was flown. And Beth Nordine, who has been to Legalize as well, but she was at one of the first 2. I think she was at the first Legalize, and she's been at the last 2 hollers. She's from California, so plumb motherfucking side of the country.
That's awesome.
And like with holler, like last year, I mean, got Deb and Anton coming from fucking Texas. You got the ever reliable Brett and Laura from East Tennessee coming up for fucking anything and everything.
Oh yeah, I got
Olivia,
chatted with them fucking the other night.
I'll say you got Indy Emily who comes down, does all the photography and stuff, and she told me earlier this year that she had people coming from Colorado for this one. We'll see if that works out or not, but and then like I've answered questions and inquiries from people from Chicago and like Boston and stuff. So I mean, people are hearing about it. And when I put hey, I'm putting a lineup together, and it sucks because I mean I have so many resources and I don't want to overstep my bounds and have a complete like bands are traveling from all over and I can't fucking pay any of them what they're worth. I have to balance that out the best I can.
Sure.
Otherwise, I'd be fucking fantasy booking the shit out of this thing. But I mean, even then, it's like we got our strong region of stuff to pull from. To where, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of locals. I mean, locals because the spot's an hour and a half from Lexington, which means it's even further from fucking Louisville. But you get my gist. Like we get so much to pull from.
Yeah, it's a fun
from
drive.
This area that it's not the same people every year on that either. It's not the same Louisville bands. It's not the same Lexington bands.
Right.
So like the fact that you have that, problem, the good problems to have where, yeah, you want everybody every fucking time, but it's like I can rotate the local talent, I can rotate the traveling talent, and you keep like 5 or 6 like of the really just the ones that make the party, and the ones that are going to be fucking down for everything, the ones that pretty much been in the corner from day one. Shout out Windrider, Pond Digger. She played the first one. And like even Kjarn, I know they're broken up, but Kjarn was very instrumental in that whole fucking thing too. And but fucking bands like Karma Vulture, Appalachatari that aren't on the bill this year, but they've been 3 or 4 years. But like that's how we grew it out, Fucking everybody loving it, and everybody fucking spreading the word on it, and everybody taking ownership of this thing that I do and that Mike Brewer helps put on. And like I said, it's my fucking bullshit to deal with, but it's for everybody. It's everybody's thing to own, Like when people talk about holler, they talk about it from a fucking warm place, from the heart usually, and that's the coolest shit.
Well, that's I think that's key, right? That's how you build that community is you get the people who are going to be fucking. I don't want to say overzealous with it, but
but they want to. You got to get the ones that believe in it just as much as you.
100%.
Really. I mean, that's really what it is. And, and you shout outs to Mike for real. When he did his episode of the Metal Forge, he did one, Dave.
Hey, I've done one now too. As long as you upload this motherfucker.
And, for everyone out there that doesn't know, the angle that I'm sitting, all I can see are these tits that are on the wall right next to Mark. It's fucking great.
Really? That's all you can. Oh, because you see them right here.
Yeah.
It's Mandy Rose. Yeah. But anyway, that's beside the point. No, he did his episode on the road, driving to Illinois to pick up a fucking truck. and drive back. And we just bullshitted on the road for, he was just like, yeah, man, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, hear the road behind, the road noise and shit. It's just like, dude.
Those are some of the best ones. I did one with King Parrot, and they were, well, I don't remember if it was a day off or what, and they were on the bus and the fucking AC broke.
Oh God.
Everyone's on the bus like half fucking naked, just like,
Oh, that's horrid. Horrid.
Yeah, our bandwagon doesn't have AC right now, and we got lucky with the run that it was like kind of brisk spring. But when you got stuck in traffic in Cincinnati and Columbus, you get hot really fucking quick, man.
yeah.
So
Just
yeah,
made me
I
think
know
of
about
something.
that
Made me
world all
think
too
of
well.
something. Did you, when you sold the last bandwagon, did you keep the Buddy Christ out of it, or did you let it go with the wagon?
I have a feeling it probably went with the bus.
That's great.
I might be wrong though.
That's
the thing.
that
Like,
if it went with the bus, that's great because it needed to go with the bus. So if you're unfamiliar, Tom, they used to have a church, an ex church bus, and you could still kind of make out the church that it came from and stuff on some of the stuff. And so I used to always carry with me in my bass rig a Buddy Christ from Dogma that I bought at Ear Ecstasy, like in like the late 90s when it came out, right? And because they had this church bus, I had to make sure they had the Jesus there looking after them.
the Jesus on the dashboard, man.
Yep, he was made for the dashboard, and I went and I bought two, so I had another one for my bass rig still.
Hell yeah!
I'll say it may have got held on to, and it might be in a floorboard because they like to fall off. I don't.
Yes, they do. Yeah, you got to get that good double-sided tape.
So there's a chance we may still have them, but Anthony's the one in charge of the bandwagon, like maintenance and stuff. So.
There you go.
So what band are you most excited for at Holler this year?
Man, so like to be like, because it's always like a little bit of a selfish thing on who you want down there. Because as I was telling you at the show the other night, it's like you watch bands and you watch a lot of bands, but you go, God damn, that'd be such a good Holler band. And Fairy Ring, dude. We haven't had Fairy Ring in the field yet, and their energy is perfect for that kind of environment.
And I just fucking love those dudes. Like they're just
so fucking sweet.
Yeah,
they're so fucking sweet, and honestly, like for what I would say number twos, because I've never seen them, I've never played with them. They hit me up on a whim, and they were friends with Chloe and them from Wind Rider. So I fucking Buzzard Fight from Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
They got much more of like a little country swag to their doom, but like it works really good. It's like
Diana, leave him alone.
I thought we were friends.
Oh, it's like if we made it. It's like if we made our entire band around the sound we had in Poor Man's Doom, but like 30 times better.
Did Buzzard Fight just play Hufferfest?
Yes.
Cool.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Sean and Jason. So Sean put on Hufferfest with his wife Andrea and Zeth Padula. Sorry if I fucked that up, Zeth. Zeth plays drums for Luna Soul.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jason Doom, that's how I know him. He puts on the Grand Rapids Doom Fest.
Okay.
And I think both of those bands, or Sean and Jason both, were just like, holy fuck, Buzzard Fight, so
definitely.
That's rad.
Hell yeah. And I know, so when I booked Wind Rider at Big Goddamn Metal Show the last time, I know we were trying to coordinate it with the show in October that year, because I think you all were trying to have one of the shows down there around that time too, and they couldn't get it going. It was just like, damn. But they came up and played, and they're a great fucking band. They're awesome fucking people. And speaking of
When
which,
they got so much
I
better.
have the set list right here from Big Goddamn Metal Show on the porn page.
No, say we. Well, I don't have one on my wall. We have them at the band place in Anthony's garage. But yeah, man. And then like on top of that, though, like I always try to put together like what I would call the best lineup, top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like with that is like the actual scheduling of it and whatnot. So, I mean, dude, like the last 8 bands on Saturday. I mean, I'm just gonna rattle them off real quick, and you tell me where the slackers are besides mine. But Vibrolas, Star Guided Vessel, Megaton Communion, Moon Temple, Buzzard Fight, StormToker, She, Crystal Spiders, Fairy Ring, Wind Rider, Pond Digger. Tell me where you're gonna have a better Saturday,
dude. And honestly, you know, the self-deprecating humor and aside, you know, even you all don't even have that slack either,
Right?
So don't even go there. I mean,
got
no,
to. It's
dude,
me.
it's a great deal, and like honestly, you know, I'm going to be at Doomed and Stoned the weekend before.
Asheville.
After I'm going to be the weekend after is Doomed and Stoned.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to try and come down for at least one of those days. It's the long ass drive because it's like 2.5 hours. It feels like 9 because once you get off the interstate, it's all like you pass that one road where you go under you pass it on the interstate and then you have to backtrack and go under the interstate again. And it's like, what the fuck? Why don't you just have a fucking ramp here? I don't get it. Fucking Kentucky, man. Fucking Kentucky.
Well, I mean, I don't think that they were city planning down in old London.
No,
Like
Not when those fucking roads were built.
No,
I mean,
hell
shit.
no.
They've only been wet for a decade, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's I always tell people that the second that they give up on finding it to keep going. And they
And then you found it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
When you've lost
Because
all hope.
the road will tell you like you're almost a mile away still, and be like you're at your destination, and you're just driving through these trees, and you're like, there ain't no fucking destination. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
And
once
then
you
finally
start seeing the road narrow and then narrow again, you know you're going the right way.
yeah, and then it just opens up into this beautiful fucking field of dreams. So
I completely forgot that you guys were playing Asheville Doomed and Stoned until you just said that.
Yeah.
Like I saw it and I was like, that's fucking rad, dude. I was playing that.
Yeah, so's Crop.
Yeah.
Crop's playing the Friday with Duel, who will be on the Metal Forge here in a couple of weeks. And then 16
I saw him at a
also
metal.
headlining.
Yeah.
I saw Duel at a Metal Monday a few years back. They were fucking sick as fuck.
Yeah, dude, they're awesome.
They played Planet Desert Rock Weekend last year when Reagan and I went. It was fucking pretty rad. And 16, they just released that fucking covers album, 71 to 74 or something.
Yeah, and they're currently on tour in Europe right now.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about getting them here on the Metal Forge soon too.
Shout out Bobby.
Yeah, absolutely. So Tom.
Mark.
What shows that are not local shows, that don't feature local bands, like tours and bigger shows, aside from like Louder Than Life, because we know that's where that is. What are you looking forward to go to this year?
Honestly, the next one that I'm like, the next two that I'm 3, 4. Hold on, I gotta think now. Fuck.
So we're already in May, and by the time this airs, it'll probably be the 29th of May.
Oh, so okay. So if this comes out the 29th of May, then the only show that I know that's coming up is Death Angel, Violence, and Insight. Now I've got some other stuff.
The only show you know? The only show you know, like
I mean, they're Holler and fucking
Asheville Doomed and Stone.
yeah.
Like what I mean is like you know about it, but it's not announced yet from the label or something. Like because I get that too, and I'm like, God damn it, I already know about this, but I can't talk about it because the show's fucking.
So I'll tell you, there is a show that I'm looking forward to that's actually happening in Asheville at the Orange Peel.
Okay,
It's been announced, but the special guest has not been announced. But I know who the special guest is.
I'll beep it.
It's the Acid Bath Show
Oh, okay.
with Kylesa.
It's pretty fucking sick.
That is.
Yeah.
That's one sick beat.
I just lied. I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna beep it. I'll beep it.
That so before it was announced that like that reunion and the album and all that, like we were at a show hanging out with some unnamed people, and it came out, and I was just like,
Nice.
what the fuck?
Hell yeah, man. So, Dave, when you're booking bands, then okay, so say it's not the same Louisville bands, it's not the same Lexington bands, it's whatever, but you know here in Louisville how entangled the scene is. And what I mean by entangled the scene is like, well, Sinistrum and Blood Curse, for example, share some members. Baptized She, who else?
Fucking Loreborn.
Loreborn, Stagecoach Inferno.
Stagecoach. Yeah.
Who else? I know there's a couple more.
Dude, it's like so many fucking bands. I don't know why I didn't turn this on Do Not Disturb.
Oh no, you're good. No, I totally get it. But like, so like, is there ever the chance that you could sit there? It like when you go to book a band, say you're going to book She, which is awesome fucking band, but like, doesn't it like when you book, doesn't it sometimes like get like damn, like say you know like Bob's not available.
Yeah.
And then like so that immediately knocks out like 5 fucking bands out of playing because like Bob's not available and Bob's in like those 5 bands.
Well, so like, but even like without that particular problem, but like the frequency in which you play and the frequency that like people are coming to your town to play. So like, like I remember last year, man, like we said no. It was about this time last year. I feel like I said no to more shows than I've ever had to.
Sure.
And it was only just from the standpoint that we had so many fucking homie bands that were trying to come through the area that like, once we said yes to one, it was like, well, we can't play 2 weeks later and the week before and 3 weeks after. So like for a minute, I wish I was like fucking bail from She fucking in 4 bands.
Yeah.
So I could fucking change it around.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, now like I said, when you're trying to book bands, it's like I said, sometimes I wish I'm on the other side of the coin so I could fucking, fill in where I can get in. But it works both ways. If Bale's out, everybody's out.
Yeah, no shit. Like
Yeah.
Bale's out. Fuck, can't get any other bands from Louisville because they're all fucking.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like then there's that, and it's like, well, do we want to book this band? Do we want to book Mark's band? No, he's an asshole. No, no.
I don't know.
and
Almost
honestly,
everything
like,
we do
our
in the Louisville area,
availability
we get
has just
asked to do.
shifted so much, even.
As a
Yeah, because like, so like with this year with Overload, I don't think we're going to really be doing much of anything, but ISAL is going to be busy as hell.
looks like it. Like that fucking you guys put out that album just a couple of months ago or a few months ago. And
Yeah, well, by the time this airs. So yeah, we put it out on April 24th.
yeah.
And had the album release at the 808. And then that was, and then like I said, like what timeline even is this, because like everything just kind of fucking went crazy. We done like this band has done some crazy stuff, and like stuff that I don't see metal bands doing.
Right.
You know, like, you know, you mentioned earlier, Dave, about like seeing your homies at the show and everything. And I've always said, like, what the important, and it took Belushi Speedball playing with them to educate me on the importance of cultivating younger people in the scene, the importance of having all ages shows in the metal scene, because you know I'm 43, and you know I go to the bars that I go to. I'm not going out to fucking this other bar, and you know, even if you know if there's a metal show there, it's just not my frequent. You know, I just don't go there. Yeah, I mean, if it catches my eye or something, maybe I'll try it. But like, there's no new 40-year-olds coming out to fucking bars.
No.
You know, they're not.
Not at
We're
all.
not just fucking springing out the fucking ground. You know, most of us, you know, are enjoying our mortgage.
Well, yeah, and you look at like I think the successful bands or the bands that have been doing it right, like Metallica. What did they do? You know, they were fucking teenagers writing
Yeah.
music. So they had the young fans. Well, they created the raving fans. And as they got older and had kids,
Their
kids
kids became those raving fans.
right. Those
Yeah.
kids were going to the fucking shows. And I think that's where a lot of bands really miss out is the opportunity with the younger fans. That's where like hardcore really has a grip on those like
Take a look at like a lot of the bands from Kentucky that have recently been signed, like Knock Loose. Look at their crowd, man.
Yeah.
That I
Knock
mean,
Loose, Surface, Gates to Hell,
Yeah.
fucking yeah, all of those bands like that's what they do. It's those young crowds. I mean, fucking Cell Intruder and Redivider both like same thing, right? They're right in that wheelhouse, and I think if there's an opportunity, that's where the opportunity is.
Yes.
With the younger crowds.
Yeah, you really got to cultivate that, because like I said, you know, you've got to have those people coming out to your shows, and you know, they might buy a CD, they might buy a download card, whatever, they might buy a shirt. That might be the only time you ever see them again. But like, that doesn't mean that will be the only show they ever go to,
Right.
because they could fucking,
yeah.
that could light a fire in them that you never fucking know.
Yeah.
And because that's what fucking happened to me. I mean, a friend of mine came over. Like, my mom tried to learn how to play acoustic guitar. She had sang when she was a teenager, like some gospel shit, put out an album and whatnot, or you know, a single back in those days. And well, a friend of mine answered an ad at a music store and auditioned for a band and got it. And so they started playing and doing the thing, and they were from like out in fucking Crestwood, like high fucking in houses and shit, like $500,000, $1 million home area shit. And this is in the 90s. So having a home like that then was fucking crazy shit. Yeah.
I mean,
and you know, because you're in the
house.
housing guy. You want to give a shout out? You want to plug the
No.
you want to do that? Anyway, so as I digress, but no, so like going to a high school gym talent show, or a fucking show in a goddamn armory somewhere, or a show fucking, I don't know, fucking wherever, you know.
Yeah.
An old fucking rundown fucking laundromat that had been fucking rented out and used as a drug front. We played those shows even, you know. So, but kids today don't have those shows. But I think a lot of like in the hardcore scene, there's still a lot of house shows. That's what I was gonna say.
There's still a lot of like I'm gonna call them punk houses, right? Because that's, I mean, dude,
Rosetta Chapel.
You know, those shows have been going on for.
Are you familiar with that place?
I'm not.
It's over by Portal. It's like It might be up on Lytle. Maybe.
Okay.
Up on Lytle Street up there. But it's like this really fucking little hole in the wall fucking place. I seen fucking Shadowland play there from fucking New York. And it was hot as fuck. It was hotter than hell. They had no AC. It was fucking, oh my gosh. It was like probably the most uncomfortable feeling show ever. But like the bands were there and the bands kick ass and they're friends. And, you know, you have those experiences.
What an important thing.
Yeah, see, I know that like when we played Lexington's Pride Festival, like in downtown Lexington, like fucking probably saw 10,000 people walk by while we were playing, but there was like 300 or 400 that like fucking planted their ass down and watched what we were doing, and then you're just
Hell
seeing
yeah.
people that, you know, I've lived in Lexington for fucking ever. My dad was in the bar business for fucking ever. It's honestly hard to go a lot of places in this town where like if I go to Walmart, I'm running at least 3 or 4 people I know. Just stupid shit.
Dude.
But yeah, and then you're playing this thing where you know nobody. Like, yeah, I mean, people that we knew walked up eventually, whatever. But like the majority of it was, and they were kids, and they were fucking getting down. And we actually played 2 shows that day. And funny enough, the other one was at a bar, but you could tell the crowd was just a lot younger, like, you know, early 20s in Danville. And it was packed out. And it was just like that weekend, it was like we got this energy live that we hadn't seen in a while. I mean, we're a fucking stoner doom band for all intents and purposes. So everybody's old. Nobody really wants to pit. Nobody wants to, you know, throw down.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden you play these couple shows where people throw down.
Just, dude, that's the thing. Like seeing you all. No, I mean, yeah, you get some people that do the lean and shit, but like for the most part, I'm like standing there watching you all, just being like, I get the same feeling when I watch Ulm.
Oh yeah,
that I get when I watch StormToker. Really, I really do. I hit that fucking moment where I just like, it's like everything around you is it, and you're just feeling it, and there it is.
That's my favorite energy at a show.
Yeah,
right. Like you go to a show and like seeing friends, right? You can fucking get a hug and just like hang out and watch the bands play. Like there's no better feeling in the world.
No, definitely not. And yeah, but like sometimes like being in that pit fucking sucks. Like I was in the fucking pit at Louder Than Life for Metallica.
Yeah, nope.
And like, dude, you talk about like those crazed fans. Yeah, those are those ones. They've been down, and this was on the Sunday, so they've been down there for 4 days.
Yeah. So that's Sunday night. I'll tell you like a little funny story. My wife was working the med tent that year. So we're like, I'm hanging out with her back in the med tent, and I'm like, I've seen Metallica, and I listened, you know, and I thought it was a great set. And at the fucking end, as everyone's getting pushed out, I'm like, I'm gonna walk up front and just see, right? Like maybe I'll get lucky and find a guitar pick. And I wiggle my way through the fucking crowd as like, you know, the text throwing out like the last of the guitar picks. And it just fucking lands right in my hand.
No shit.
And I thought, oh, that's fucking cool. All right. Thanks, little brother.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Well, I feel like my little brother kind of helped guide it to my fucking hands.
Hell yeah.
So I was like, all right, that's cool.
So my experience was that with that show was the first and only time that I ever crowd surfed.
Fucking A. How was that?
Dude, like, have you never done it?
Nope.
Oh my God. Dave, have you?
A lot of times. So yes, not very much lately, but yes.
Okay.
Sub 200-pound me, yes.
Yeah, for sure, right? Well, I was bigger then than I am now, and by probably about 50 pounds, but no. So like, I thought it would be the point. Yeah, get down as fucking far as you can go. No, that's the worst fucking idea in the fucking world because it was muddy as fuck.
Yeah.
It smelled like fucking sewage and sweat and fucking body odor and weed and cigarettes and bourbon. And it's
best smell ever.
Yeah, it's a fest smell. There's the other cat. There's Georgia. She's mad because we woke her up because we're talking in here. So anyway, I didn't realize how fucking close that I got down to the front, right? I was probably within 30 feet of the rail.
Okay.
And it's like it immediately fucking the humidity just ramps up.
Oh yeah.
And then everybody compresses against each other. And one person like 40 people away falls. And then everybody shifts. And then everybody shifts back. And then somebody over here falls. And then they shift. And then they shift back. And then forward and back. And it's like, I have got to get the fuck out of here. Can't go back. You can't go side to side. And you can't make it fucking forward because you've reached a fucking point to where you're fucking falling over. The only way you can get out
is to go up.
And I was like, dude, I'm too fucking big. He's like, no, you're not. And this fucking dude fucking grabbed he's like, put your fucking foot in my hand. And he fucking
up you go.
And up I fucking went. And I fucking went up and then to the rail. And as soon as I went over the rail, Rob was standing there on stage playing. And he just fucking looks like, what the fuck? And I'm in my fucking red and black battle vest too, right? And I've got I'm like fucking, my hand is on my fucking phone like this. And I am not, this is everything. This is like that. I produced the show from my phone during that time. So it's like every interview I had was there. And I'm like, I am not losing this motherfucker. But I swear, as soon as I went over the rail, that was the freshest air I ever fucking felt. It was the coldest air I ever felt in my life. It was the freshest air I ever breathed in my life. And
fresh out of the sewage.
Yeah. And honestly, I hurt for like 4 days after that with all of the beating going on. And but yeah, like you always see like the video of like where people are, you've got like the camera angle and somebody's like running through the fucking through the railing to run back into the crowd. I had that vision of myself walking it because I felt like my hips were fucking dead. I'm like, fucking hobbling old man over here, and I was fucking like 38.
My daughter loves that shit. Like she goes to shows and she's like, I want to crowd surf. I'm like, have fun, dude, but I want no part of that. My old ass is going to be back against the wall, or, you know, if I'm lucky enough, side stage, so I can just be out of the fucking way.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Dude.
So I get rowdy like once every 2 years now. So
yeah.
I mean, I do what I do on stage. And I do feel like I'm pretty active there, but as far as like attending shows, it's like a once every 2 years tops.
Yeah.
I've come out of pit retirement like 4 times in my life. Put it that way.
Do you know, honestly, to me, what the worst part about being in the fucking pit is?
The recovery.
No, actually, no. To me, the worst part about being in the fucking pit isn't getting fucking elbowed in the face or in the fucking back of the head or fucking taking an unfucking wanted hit. It's not that. It's when you get your fucking feet stepped on.
Oh yeah.
Like when somebody when the fucking crowd shifts and you get fucking or you get the fucking circle person that's fucking the circle jerk.
Or you get the one drunk motherfucker that's gonna fall at your knees for the next 30 minutes, like repeatedly.
Yeah.
And nobody will get his ass out of there. Because it's always one, and they're always going down. And it's like, dude, you're gonna blow somebody's fucking ACL out. You fucking stand up. Like if I go down once, I'm out now. Like by all means. But it's like I can count on both hands how many times I ever went down. And one of those times I went down, I got a concussion, and that's when I quit. But that was fucking 8,000 pits later, you know. But like, some people just get fucked up and cannot keep their balance.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, dude, just watch the fucking knees, my guy. But like I said, once you're that fucked up, somebody just choke them out and get them the fuck out.
Sure. But I will say that if you go to Mag Bar and Nagel is there, do you know who Nagel is? He works the bar sometimes. He sometimes runs the door. Blonde-headed guy, dark glasses, dark rimmed glasses, always wears like a straight bill cap. He is a fucking dream in a fucking pit because he hits you so fucking light. No, like he will fucking be moving. But once he gets to like the end, he just like absorbs all of the fucking energy itself.
That's wild.
And he is just like fucking, he's like watching Bret Hart in the fucking wrestling ring. Like seriously, you're gonna get hit, but you're not gonna feel a fucking thing.
That's cool.
Yeah. See, like I always feel bad if I'm the guy that knocks somebody on their ass. It's never my intention. But, sometimes you got it too,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, Dave, I think we've got it today. What do you want to shout out? Who do you want to shout out? What do you want to promote today?
Because I'm gonna go ahead.
Think about that for a second, because I'm going to say my normal spiel that I've said on every episode. So I got to do it on this one too. As always, links, they're listed below. So give likes, shares, follows. Go do all the things and all the stuff, because that's what fucking matters. Go see these bands on tour. Go see them live. Go, bring them to your town. Bring StormToker to where you are, because I'm sure if they're able to do it and you're able to do it, you can make it fucking work, because these dudes are awesome. They have, like I said, I booked you guys a long, long time ago with Theories, and you've kind of always been on my radar, since about 2013, 14. And dude, like anytime I book a show, I try to always reach out to you all. So
I just sent you a photo of the cat in a box.
Hell yeah.
Well, let's hope it don't shut down my entire operation over here.
And to you, Tom, thank you as well for doing the Metal Forge, and shout outs to you as well, and links to And Now the Band. Of course, you will be able to find this on both channels. Do the collaboration share. Of course, we'll give you the StormToker YouTube, if there is one, a thing too. And who did you have you wanted to shout out, and what else did you want to promote?
Let's shout out Mark, because Mark's been doing this a long time, and he's super fucking rad, dude. Mark and the Metal Forge and Overload and Ice Hell, you 100% deserve it. Yes.
You can't see that.
Well,
that's not official.
I love both of you. I love both of you boys.
Love you too.
You as well.
I'm gonna shout out that Godzilla shirt, I believe.
Oh no, it's cat. Yeah. It's a black cat.
It's a black cat?
This?
Damn, you're blurry. Get an HD fucking phone feed or some shit.
He says I'm he sees the world through bloodshot eyes.
Yes.
Hey, I did eat an edible before we started, so. But on Friday, July 10th, Holler at Doom, I got Earth 2, Riffs Are, Ghosted Me, Year of October, Velcast, Banshee, Dead Runes, and The Absurd. Saturday, I got Molly's Midnight Villains, Hollows, Foxy Grandma, Vibrola, Star God of Vessel, Megaton Communion, Moon Temple, Buzzer Fight, StormToker, She, Crystal Spiders, Fairy Ring, Wind Rider, and Pond Digger. I don't think I wrote down He's Dead Jim, because I got to do a schedule thing with him, but we'll get there on there as well. $25 a day passes through June 1st. I know you're saying this thing's going to come out later in the month, so whatever. Get them when you can. They'll go up to $40 after that. Please support all fucking metal. I want to be bringing artwork to a lot of future shows. I've been painting for like the last 3 months, so not even 3 months. I've been painting for about 2 months. So if you
just did like your 50th piece, right?
Yeah, well, and I got to 54 before that day was done, so I'm just banging them out.
So what are you doing? I mean, like, can you show a piece?
Just painting, man. Just painting. Well, shit.
Penises and vaginas.
Really?
No, I don't know.
I mean,
most everything else is in the other room right now. So
okay. Well,
just look up David Andrew Langley.
Okay.
But beyond that, man, StormToker's going to keep rocking. We got a lot of shows this summer. Like I said, I'm doing that. If anybody wants to start a fast band with me, let's do it.
All right.
I've been throwing that name.
Dual
I've been throwing that
bass?
out there for a hot minute.
Hey,
Let's
go.
dual bass, dual bass thrash.
Hey, we'll big bottom spinal tap this shit. Let's go.
You know, that's my sound check song.
We got the biggest bottoms. I did that with Flock of Moons at our album release. It was fun as hell.
I mean, you saw my new bass, right?
Oh, the Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
That thing's fucking sick.
The court. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Rob Cavastani just from fucking Death Angel just got a new guitar from ESP, I think.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking rad.
Yeah. Isn't that when it almost looks like the Xiphos? It's kind of like real sharp pointed and shit. Yeah, dude. Rob's such a cool guy, and so's Ted.
Yeah,
I've had Ted on before, and he's just such a cool dude. And you know, and you were talking about them earlier, and it's like, you know, you all are around the same age because they're in their early 50s.
Yeah,
a lot of those dudes in Death Angel are.
Yeah,
They're,
I mean, they were
like Chuck Billy and them, or like in their
late 50s
or early 60s,
Yeah.
like the Metallica guys. You know, because Metallica's in their early 60s now.
I think they're like 60.
I mean,
I don't know.
I think James is 62.
Oh, let's see. Google.
How old
I'm
is
such
James
a spring
Hetfield?
chicken, dude.
Yeah, I know you are, man.
Dude,
For the amount of time that you've been playing, and you know, to only have like 14 months off.
James is 60, Kirk 61, Rob 59.
Okay. And what's Lars?
It doesn't say.
Because he's I think he's in November also. But anyway, that's beside the point. But yeah, I mean, they were the cousins to Kirk and shit.
Yeah.
They were some of them were Kirk's cousins, and they were there at Ruthie's Inn on fucking Metal Mondays back on their Metal Monday when they were like fucking 13 years old and shit. And it's just like, holy fuck. And you know, one of the things I was going to say a long minute ago, towards the beginning, because we were talking about the scene stuff back in the day, right? It's like, do you think they do this too? Like bands like Metallica, and you know, anytime they see Chuck Billy out and about or whatever, and they fucking just spark up the conversation. It's like, yeah, you remember back when you know, so and so used to play in the scene, and man, I really wish he would have kept doing it, because could you imagine what the thing that he would have done was?
I bet they do.
Like
think about that,
like
right?
Ron McGovney, who lives in Asheville now.
Yeah.
You know, and like, it's like, yeah, but I mean, I wonder what Rob would have put out if he, you know, if he would have kept doing metal, you know, if he would have stayed with, you know, it's like, whatever the case may be, whoever the person is.
Yeah. I guarantee they have those conversations.
Yeah, like Bailoff, for example.
Yeah.
Shit, so many of them had older siblings or like a cousin or an uncle that played music that never did anything with it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
because that's how
story.
a lot of them got into it. You know, like that's how James got into it, is he had an older sibling that played, and he didn't like the guitar. So bam, it worked for him, you know?
Yeah. So wild.
Dude, Dave, thank you. I love you. This has been great. Tom, I love you, and thank you as well.
Thank you.
And now the band StormToker.
Hey, love you boys. Thank you.
What are we playing from StormToker today on the way out for the listeners, viewers?
Is it my choice?
I always play music on the way out. Yeah, of your stuff.
Well, of my choice, let's just go ahead and go with the fucking lead off of the new record, The Escapist.
That's a great fucking song.
It's it's my baby on the album, so fuck them. They're not doing the interview. I am.
That's damn fucking right. And you know what? And just because, shout outs to the Heavy Haystack, Donte and Anthony as well. Fucking, I love those dudes. And I've never actually met Travis, so that I'm aware of.
He was in a sick band back in the day called the Middle Fork. That was really fucking weird, very like 90s alt metal / actually a little bit of new metal. I know that's a dirty word in some circles. But like,
No, we actually just did a new metal episode here a couple months ago on the show where we talked about like the influence and what actually is considered new metal. And believe it or not, you know, a lot of like Nickelback is considered new metal.
Really?
Yeah, because they came out in that same time frame, and they were like, because their earlier stuff and before they became massively commercialized. Yeah,
my biggest
shows with like bands like Filter and shit.
That's weird.
My biggest new metal take is that Faith No More truly kind of fucking laid that groundwork. But
I'd say you're probably right.
Yeah, that's I don't think that's a hot take at all, really. I mean, you know, I think they don't get the credit that they deserve.
I think they're fucking amazing.
Yeah, and they are.
I think they get the credit they deserve. I just don't think they get blamed for the new metal stuff.
Oh, okay.
I love Faith No More.
Right. I think
that's not a shot at Faith No More, and I feel like they probably distanced themselves from it. But I feel like they definitely had a lot more to do with it than a lot of bands.
One of the cool things about Faith No More is they were always unapologetically themselves. They did what they wanted to do, which in my mind is what fucking rock and roll is.
Yeah, it's what it should be.
Unabashedly.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of my favorite bands. One of my favorite bands of all time.
They're rock stars,
dude. Fuck yeah. Metal every day, Dave. Thank you. Tom.
I love you guys.
Too.
Yes.
These new lands I shall roam, left behind a haughty glow. Through the sky and through the stars, blazing new trails so afar. Search for my inner peace on the edge where time has ceased. Sad yet free, the bullets grow. He is never coming.
Hey metalheads, you like tattoos? Of course you do. If you're in the Louisville, Kentucky area, come on over the bridge to Clarksville, Indiana, and get you some ink done at Ageless Art. If ink isn't your thing, they have a piercing studio as well. Visit agelessartclarksville.com to see some frequently asked questions, meet the staff. The shop is open Monday through Thursday, 12 to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 12 to 10 p.m., and Sundays, 12 to 6 p.m., all appointment-only spots. You can set up your appointments by phone at 812-283-1793 or email agelessarttatooandpiercing@gmail.com and someone will get you set up for your first or your next tattoo or piercing.
Hey metalheads, after going to a rager, what's your ultimate go-to? Mine is totally pizza. So when Overload is playing or I'm promoting the Metal Forge live showcases or the big goddamn metal show, I go to Pizza Donisi. Pizza Donisi is gourmet artisan pizza from right here in Louisville, Kentucky. It features things like the pizza of the month, the sandwiches, and also vegetarian and vegan options, which is so totally fucking cool for all of it's awesome pizza. You definitely want to go. Hey, and also from time to time they do cannolis. Oh, so fucking good. You know what they said, man? Leave the gun, take the cannoli. Yeah, just like that in Godfather. They're located right next to the Mag Bar at 1396 South 2nd Street. So either stop in or call in at 502-213-0488. They're open till midnight. The witching hour.
Heineken, fuck that shit! Pabst Blue Ribbon!
Hey metalheads, you all hear me talk about Mag Bar all the time. It is the home to the Metal Forge live showcases and is an integral stop in the ultimate underground metal tour schedule. They obviously feature live music, but the Mag Bar also has daily specials like Pint and Slice Night on Tuesdays with Pizza Donisi. But they also do Bring Your Own Vinyl on Thursdays with DJ Kent Jackson and Finer Things Sundays. Located right next to Pizza Donisi at 1398 South 2nd Street. Open 3 p.m. to 4 a.m. 7 days a week. Get your asses out to the Mag Bar. Rock out. In 2017, one man's vision and passion for all things metal started out as a record store in his house. Years later, the fight against a mainstream empire continues as Shade Beast. An independent metal collective and online store based in Athens, Georgia, is the world's premier heavy metal brand for music heads that value authenticity over the mainstream acceptance. Featuring original t-shirts from some of the best underground artists, as well as stickers, posters from the Shade Beast Presents concert series. Unique, one-of-a-kind collectibles and small curated selection of vinyl and cassettes from the masters old and new. Visit shadebeast.com and enter promo code SithLord for free domestic shipping on your first order, whether you're a new customer or returning. And be sure to join the Shade Beast social groups on Facebook and the interwebs to keep up with the new release announcements and talk all things metal and Star Wars. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and filth.
Welcome to the night. You think you know Night Demon? then the Night Demon Heavy Metal Podcast is for you. Step into the darkness as we peel back the curtain to give you an unprecedented, all-access look into the mind and the heart of the demon. We're talking band history, song analysis, studio anecdotes, stories from the road. It's everything a diehard Night Demon fan could want and more. This is the only place to learn the inside scoop, the deep dive trivia, the untold tales from the band members themselves and those closest to the Night Demon story. Need more? The Sacred Night Demon Crypt will be pried open to reveal demo recordings that have never before seen the light of day, all with in-depth commentary by the band and the people who were there for the writing and recording process. This is a gold mine, a treasure trove of all things Night Demon. Head over to nightdemon.net or wherever you listen to podcasts.
What's up, Metal Forge fans? This is Alan Bishop, the alchemist of Indiana's Black Forest and head distiller at Spirits of French Lick. Do you find yourself drawn to the unexplained, fascinated by the Fortean, or enchanted by the paranormal? If the things that go bump in the night resonate in your mind, then tune into my brand new podcast, If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything. Featuring first-hand accounts, collected stories, interviews, history, and speculation related to all things not of this world. Available now on Anchor, Spotify, Google, Amazon, and more. Set back, relax, and remember, if you have ghosts, you have everything.
Hey, let me tell you guys about Mercenary Press. They're an independent London label and distributor of all things metal. Mercenary Press delivers the goods from their own independent zine. Trust me, you're going to want to get in on that. To distributing various bands from all over the world, including Cramp from Spain and Sadistic Force from Texas. Visit mercenarypress.bigcartel.com to find out what all they have in stock and what you can order. And for Metal Forge listeners, enter code METALFORGE10 to receive a discount on your total purchase at mercenarypress.bigcartel.com. Check it out now.
In a broken wasteland, I come to my fire and place your blood and steel upon